I've told you 1,000 times, Chester. It's the number of blind dates I've been on when no one has turned up, followed by the worrying number of lumps under my left arm, the date my childhood sweetheart married my best friend, the age my cat was when I ran him over, the number of conversations I've had with my father, and the exact time my mother walked out. Honestly, I don't see why it's so hard for you to remember.
If you could just sit here, please, Dr. Magnus. The host will be with you shortly.
Not you. Sorry, Dr. Magnus.
Leave that alone, please, Colin.
I don't like it. Gives me the heebie-jeebies.
What does? Science?
I don't like it.
What doesn't Colin like?
Science, apparently.
Oh, good job there's none here then.
Jeremy, this is Dr. Charles Magnus.
Is he, though? Jeremy Donaldson, professional cynic.
All the best minds are.
He's just being modest. He's also a curmudgeon.
Is that from your word of the day calendar?
Oh, sorry I'm late. Phone call. Professor Magnus.
Doctor, apparently.
Oh.
Either is fine.
10 seconds,
Unless you mean
everybody.
surgery.
I beg your pardon?
Lovely to have you.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolfe. It's the 13th of March 1985 and this is a Channel 1 special event hosted by your national nightly news team.
In a laboratory nestled in the sleepy hills of Chantlebury, Dr. Charles Magnus and his optimistically named Happiness Collective have been working on a secret project.
They claim their Euphoria device will raise overall happiness levels throughout the country. Tonight, live on Channel 1, we'll be putting that claim to the test.
We'll be in and out the schedule throughout the evening with our team of reporters standing by up and down the country to report live on whether the device has brought a smile to your faces.
We'll have guests from the world of science, politics and entertainment and, of course, those all-important results.
So don't move that dial, stick with Channel 1 all evening as we bring you The Night of Smiles.
45 seconds back.
I don't much care for talking about myself.
So this is what passes for educational programming these days, is it?
Jeremy, this is science in prime time. I don't know why you're not more over the moon about
10
this.
seconds, everybody. Opening on Megan.
What did you just say? So show me.
5 seconds.
Show you what?
Going in 3, 2.
Welcome back. In just a few minutes, the impressive machine behind me will be activated in the first ever mass experiment of its type. But first, let's meet the man behind the merriment, Dr. Charles Magnus.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us. You're the leader of the Happiness Collective, as I understand it.
Yes, that's right.
So how's that work then, being the leader of a collective?
Well, I suppose...
Dr. Magnus, how does your Euphoria device work?
Oh, that's simple. I just get my assistant Chester to push the big red button.
Yes, but what does it actually do?
It makes people happier, Mr. Donaldson.
Yes, and how does it do that?
Well, some of that information is proprietary, but I could try and explain the basics.
Oh, well, we've not got long now, Doc, so try not to get too into the weeds.
Well, to put it simply, everything is vibration. Everything is vibrating. A particle is also a wave, and a wave is, if you like, a note. And we all vibrate at different notes depending on our mood. Happier people vibrate at a higher frequency than sad people, for example.
Is that true? How are we measuring that?
In music, there's a concept called resonance. When a note on a piano is played, corresponding strings also sound. They vibrate in resonance. Are you following me so far?
Yes, I have an O-level in music.
And physics?
Yes, in both.
Well, the Euphoria device works in much the same way. The machine generates a note that represents happiness, and all the people and the animals resonate with that note and feel happier. Noticeably. Measurably. Well, at least that's the hope.
So, what you're saying is that for unprecedented amounts of public money, running into the tens of millions, you've built a giant piano that only plays one note.
Yes, but it's a very powerful note.
Do you want to speak
And this
first?
is the only instrument that can play it.
Oh, you'll get used
There
to
was
it after a while.
less
It's like
than a
talking to an
minute
old
to go
friend.
now,
Make it
so
look
while we
easy.
go and get
That's
set up with
cool,
Chester and
really.
himself
I
over at
don't
the
know how
Euphoria
you do
device,
it.
we can go live
live
to
in
the
5.
new Advance HQ for a special message from the Prime Ministers, Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury.
Good evening, everybody.
Okay,
On
that's
behalf
about
of
a minute
Advance,
back.
Julie and
Lovely
I just
stuff. If we
wanted
could
to
get you
wish
over to
all
the
of you
device now, please.
the very best of luck with tonight's
Come in,
groundbreaking
Rumpelstiltskin.
experiment.
It's all right, you can do this bit.
When this
what's
project
this
landed
now?
on my
I
desk,
thought it might
I
be nice
just
to make an
knew
issue.
it deserved to be
Big
funded.
machine.
After all, what could
Getting
possibly be
indebted into
better than increased
pseudoscience.
happiness?
Now, I'll admit, I was a
what you
little
also said
sceptical,
about all those
but
first
the lab
dates.
results are promising, and I'm reliably informed it'll even work on this estate.
So it's a big well done from us to Dr. Magnus and the entire team at the Happiness Collective.
So, as my old man used to say,
Okay,
it's time
that
to
was 10
stop
seconds, everybody,
twatting
hurry.
about and get the gimlet frothing.
Going in
Wow.
5.
Good luck,
4,
everybody.
3.
Back to the studio.
Fantastic, the Prime Minister's there,
You don't
and
think
of
this is
course,
actually gonna
without
work,
the
do you?
funding
not?
from the
Stranger things
Assets and
have
Wealth Fund,
We'd still be making prototypes
you
out
for a
of
fatalist.
sticks.
and you are Chester.
Chester Mims, 24. My allergies include nuts, macrame furniture, and liquids with a viscosity over 200 centipoise. I've been Dr. Magnus's assistant for...
3 very long years.
Yes, he calls me his right-hand man.
I do not.
Well, that's enough lab banter for now. Let's see if this ridiculous contraption actually works, shall we?
Yes, I think we can get a counter on the screen. And we're going in 10, 9, 8, 7. Come on, Jeremy.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.